hello. I'm Alucard Night Raven. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to another review. Today I am looking at the Timelines 2-pack of Hearts of Steel, Bumblebee, and Megatron. And this is very cool. There is some issue with proportions of Bumblebee in robot mode, but we'll get to that. So very happy to have these. Really do like the timelines thing. Can't wait to see what timeline next year is going to be. So, before we get started on the figures, take a look at our packaging, and it is the same timelines packaging that we had with Optimus and Starscream. And here we've got great image of Megatron and Bumblebee fighting. Really nice there. Hearts of Steel, Transformers, Timelines Bumblebee, Timelines Megatron, Hasbro. On this side, Decepticon symbol with some steampunk artwork. On the back are product shots. Very cool. With our barcode, lots of warnings in different languages. Small parts, please don't eat anything. On this side, Autobot symbol, same steampunk type. Some steampunk artwork there. Some words and stuff there. Then remove the slip cover, and we've got more of that steampunk style artwork, like almost like a locked briefcase type of thing. Decepticon symbol, Autobot symbol, very cool. Open it up, and there's where they were. You can see, kind of see me. Hi. You can see who was on what side. Transformers, cartoon, and that's it for the packaging. So that out of the way, and we'll bring down. Yeah, here they are. Pardon me. But here we've got Megatron, Bumblebee. He is a train. And he is a cannon, and I love the look of this, and those spiked wheels move so nicely. For comparison, we can bring in the other 2-pack while they're all in vehicle mode. So there is Starscream, and here's Optimus. So shot here away as best I can. So again, very cool. Really do like this. Get them out of the way. And for those wondering from my last review, I did get a replacement. So I have Optimus with paint on both sides now. So yeah, so I think we'll start with Bumblebee first. So again, here is Bumblebee as a train. Very cool. These do spin. The way they plug in though, like this one I think is slightly bent a little bit, so it doesn't want to fully tab in, but that's okay. There's ways of fixing that. See, backside, same thing on this side. And I do love the fact that it says B right there. Autobot symbol, front and center. Some gunmetal gray paint on the cowcatcher. Autobot symbol on the top, which comes more into play in robot mode. Same thing, B on that other side. Again, show him with Optimus. You can see how they look, just the two of them. Again, very cool. Really do like that. Yeah, you can see the bottom here though. The weapons plug in on the bottom, so completely out of sight. I do really like that with these. It's like all the weapons actually like plug in ways that just, either are a component of the mode or are completely out of sight. That's the way gun storage, weapon storage should be. I understand that can't always do that, especially with G1 stuff, with the way that is. But, certain modes, certain figures can be done like that because like there's ways to do it like what they did here. So yeah. So that is going to be it for his train mode. So get into robot mode, raise you up a little bit. First thing we're gonna do is remove once I can get a hold of it. Let's remove this. And this plugs in very nicely. Come on, come on, come on, get out of there. It's partially catching on that. Whoop. Did not mean to throw that at you, but we'll go look at his gun a little later. And yeah, get this sort of out of here. Uh, there we go. So, yeah. And there's his hammer, which has an Autobot symbol on it. Again, we'll look at that a little more later. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to untab these or unplug these, bring them around like this. Same thing on this side. And see, again, like this one's just sort of a little bit out of shape. Then what we want to do, we want to untab these, and there's tab slot connection here. Bend them up just like that. We'll just leave them like that for now. Untab this piece. Once it wants to untab, come on, get out of there. We go. You can see how they tab together. That'll just let us bring these down. We'll just leave it like this. Leave it tabbed in if you want. Take these, move them out. Just like that. So we can rotate these a little bit down so we can rotate them a little bit more. Leave those like that. Now, I'm going to untab here, bring them out. This is where some of the difficulty is with the transformation is because of the way that these are. So what I do is kind of rotate them a little more out of the way. And that way we can get everything open. And why is that stuck? That a little bit more. Come on. There we go. Come on. This is the most difficult part, is getting all of this like sort of lined up. There's that. Kind of see. Move this up a bit. Maybe we can get a little bit more room in here. Come on. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Don't know what caused that. That was a pain. Because, yeah, the way it should be, it's coming down, coming back. Shouldn't be that much of difficulty, but apparently it wanted to be. So, with that, aha, I think I know the problem here. Bring it all back in. So I jumped ahead. So the thing we want to make sure of is that we can get the head out. And that's why I couldn't move those, because the head was in the way. So, come on. Again, the way this transforms is not the most fun. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so before you transform this, make sure you get the head out. That is the mistake I tend to make. Make sure you pull the head out first. Otherwise, you can do what I did. Possibly damage your figure. So now, this can all... and it moves much more smoothly. Alright, and this will come down. And bring the arms up. Just move those in. That. Go. Go. Now for the legs, separate them. I'm gonna bring this down, just like this. And then this is gonna come around and sit like that. Same thing here. Bring this around, sit it like that. This around. Now some final bits. These are gonna come down like this. Set this down. You can either leave this up, or what I do is I just bring it back like this. Bring out the hands. Bring out the hands. And there we have Parts of Steel Bumblebee in his robot mode. He looks pretty good. There is like an issue with his proportions, but I mean, it doesn't bother me that much. But yeah, the other thing I'm trying to figure out here, and I do wish that some of this stuff locked in better than it does, but oh well. So let's take a look at our Bumblebee head. Very Bumblebee style head. Looks incredible. Silver face, blue eyes. That kind of horns, but they're more like steampunk. If I get a closer look at it. There we go. Kind of. There we go. Sorry, my camera's not the greatest. There's some gold here I forgot to show off in vehicle mode, but yeah, now the front is his shoulder pads. Some more gold. Well, bronzish gold, different kind of gold. Sorry, my watch is going off. Yeah, you can just see, again, his proportions seem a little wonky, but For how they had to do the transformation, I understand. Articulation, head on a ball joint, can rotate, looks up, looks down, and a good amount of wiggle. Arms can go up that far. It's on a ball joint. Do full rotation. Of course, things can get in the way. Got bicep swivel. And 90 for the elbow. Nothing at the wrist except for the transformation. Got waist. Legs kick forward that far. Kick back that far. And full Van Dam. Thigh rotation. Got over 90 for the knee. And I really love this detail that is in there. It really makes it pop. And for his feet, comes down that far, comes up and around that far, and you get that much ankle pivot. So he is a little, well, he's a little guy. Of course, he can hold his weapons. Got his hammer here, done in black with some silver paint and Autobot symbol, and he can hold that. And he's got this little pea shooter, again done in that black brownish color with some silver. Very cool on that. You can hold that. And I don't think that it's blast effect compatible. So yeah. It's Bumblebee robot mode. Alright, and for comparison, standing there for Optimus. Here he is with Optimus. Let's see. Bumblebee's a little guy. Like he should be. I mean, granted, he should still be even smaller than that compared to Optimus, but I mean, it still works. Still works. I like it. So, yeah. So that's it for Bumblebee. Now we'll take a look at Megatron. And again, this is really cool. I like this. Um, I know we never saw Optimus Megatron in the Hearts of Steel comics. We only got like drawings of how they were supposed to look, and Megatron being like this. Like I think this was the one of two options that was shown, and I like the fact that they did go with this one because I mean they couldn't do the gun option anyways, but hey, this is really cool. Got little wheels here, and then these spin. Of course, he spins pretty well on those spiky wheels. And again, showing him with Starscream, his minion. Well, don't tell Starscream that; he'll be mad. But yeah, yeah, it's very, very cool. Love the silver here, this sort of brownish color, some gold here, a lot of gray, more of this brownish color. A little bit of red you can see, but that's more for robot mode. You can see the underneath. All kinds of rivets all over the place. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Um, so, yeah. So that's pretty much it for this mode. So let's take a look. Raise you up some more. At transforming this guy from this mode, you can take this off. However, I have found out you can leave it on transforming it, but untab it from here. And so it tabs in two places. So this piece tabs in right there. And then this piece tabs in right there. And this is going to come out. See, this sort of sits in there. So when you're going into this mode, you want to make sure you've got it in the right spot. And then it'll come down like that. So, yeah, bring it up. bring this out. Same thing with this side, bring it up, bring this out. Just sort of leave it like that for now. The legs, untab it, and it tabs in. So when they come together, they make a thicker tab that tabs into his butt right there. Bring his legs around, separate them, rotate out his feet, and rotate at the waist. And what we're going to do, bring this around. Want to bring this in, bring out the fist, rotate it around so the elbow's there. We can bring this in, rotate the fist in. That'll help lock all that together. There's that. Same thing on this side. Bring it down, rotate it around, rotate this in, bring the fist out, bring this over, rotate the fist in, and this is going to come in and tab on top. There's that. Then the final bit, open this up, rotate his head out, close it up, and there we have Megs in his robot mode, and he looks good. I like this look. Like, I do wish he was bigger. Same thing with the Optimus. But it's okay. I get it. I mean, they wanted to keep costs at a okay price, even though it was still pretty pricey. We basically got 4 deluxes is what this is. I don't think they would really even be Voyagers. I think they're more deluxes. They might be Voyagers with the transformation, but the size, or I suppose it can't go off size anymore. I forget about that sometimes. Can't go off size anymore. But yeah. So take a good look at that head. Get stuff out of the way here. There we go. I love the look of his bucket. Very cool. You know, different than what we're used to seeing. Red eyes, that silver face. Decepticon symbol on his chest. There's where that red comes in with some silver. Legs. He looks a little tall and lanky. It'd be nice if he was a little thicker, but it is what it is. For his cannon, you can sort of move it out like this if you want, but yeah, again, you can remove it. It's not something that he can really hold in his hand. Just plugs in right there. Articulation with him. Head is on a ball joint, so can rotate. Looks up, down, and some wiggle. Arms come out that far because they get this stops it. He hits himself in the head with it. Can rotate. Got bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow due to transformation. And nothing at the wrist due to the transformation, which is kind of a bummer. Got waist rotation, legs, kick out, kick forward that far, kick back that far. Can do over the full Van Damme. Again, these sort of get in the way, so there we go. Thigh rotation, full knee, especially due to transformation. The feet can move down, and you get that much ankle pivot. It's just, I don't want to pull it off because I have pulled it off. It's a pain in the ass to get back on. But yeah, it's the way it's plugged in there. You can kind of see, so you get very limited on the ankle, which is unfortunate. But Oh yeah. Still, I love the way he looks. Like he still looks pretty menacing, even though he's not as tall and beefy as he should be. And here he is with Starscream. So still taller than Starscream. And of course, bring in the others, them all together here. They look good. I mean, I wish they would have been bigger. Yeah, yeah. Like I would have loved getting these guys in a bigger size. Um, Transformation would have been, you know, slightly different, but wouldn't need to change much. And I don't know, especially Optimus and Megatron, they should definitely be bigger. Starscream should be a little bigger. Bumblebee, he's not too bad on his size personally, but the other three definitely should have been bigger. They should have been more like Voyager to Leader size, in my personal opinion. Um, you know, like for another comparison, here's the Earthrise Sunstreaker, and that is a deluxe. So you can see like the size difference between him and them. So, but I mean, I understand like, you know, the price they were at. Probably if they would have done like, instead of these special 2 packs like they did and would have released it like in a main line, probably wouldn't have had as much paint. Transformation would have been somewhat different. Probably would have lacked a little more in articulation, but I don't know. I still think they should have been bigger, but that's my personal opinion. So we'll take out them, and yeah. So yeah, that's it for Timelines, Bumblebee, and Megatron. And do I recommend it? And it's really up to you. If you like the Hearts of Steel design, oh, for sure. Just make sure with Bumblebee you do the transformation right. Don't do what I did. Make sure you get that head out before you transform, um, like when he's in train mode. Make sure it's one of the last things that you transform in when going into train mode. Like, I can't tell you, I've made that mistake a couple of times. I've only transformed him like 3 different times. So yeah, that was an easy one to forget, especially because I hadn't transformed him in like a couple of weeks. So it's an easy one to forget. I've been waiting, like I said, I've been trying to get as caught up on my reviews as possible, but it hasn't been easy. So I got mine from Hasbro Pulse. I don't know if they're still available. Probably are. I mean, if you want them, you could also wait for a sale. That's completely up to you. But yeah, so that's going to be it for me. As always, I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow my Patreon, and I will see you all later.